Welcome to UCLA and to Royce Hall. I'm Kelly Wall, Assistant Dean for Student Achievement in the Division of Undergraduate Education. Thank you so much for coming together during these unprecedented times to celebrate our graduates of the class of 2020. We are honoring the achievements of the bachelor's and master's degree recipients from the College of Letters and Science, the UCLA International Institute, the Samueli School of Engineering, the Herb Alpert School of Music, the School of Nursing, and the School of Theater, Film, and Television. Before we begin, the leadership of these ceremonies at UCLA acknowledges our presence on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. I want to remind everyone how much we want this event to be a success. For that to happen, we must observe several safety precautions. I can see that wherever possible, you are seated at a distance from people outside of your household. Very good. I can see that everyone is wearing a mask correctly, with it covering both their nose and mouth. Your mask must remain in place every moment you're inside this beautiful building. Now, this is an unusual one. I ask that you avoid making any loud sounds that would ordinarily come out of your mouth or nose. We weren't allowed to include singing as part of this event because of COVID rules, so please keep in mind why. Most important of all, I ask you to think about how proud you are of your graduate here with us today, and how much that graduate wants you healthy and safe and a part of their life for a very long time. So please, sit apart from each other, keep your mask on, and avoid yelling, singing, or other potentially hazardous vocalizing. Clapping, however, is strongly encouraged. Please turn off your cell phones at this time, or at least be sure that they are on vibrate. We encourage you to take photos or videos from your seats. Please do not stand in the aisles because we cannot block them during the ceremony. Family and friends of our graduates, I am very proud to present the class of 2020. It is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of Undergraduate Education in the College of Letters and Science, Adriana Galvan.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see you, and I'm so happy to see all of you here today to celebrate the class of 2020. I want you to know how proud I am to be here at this recognition of your achievement. Your victories are our entire community's victories, and they haven't come easily. Such accomplishments are the product of time and energy, dedication, and passion. What you committed to your education brought you to this extraordinary moment, and I'm grateful to be able to share it with you. You are graduates from the #1 public university in the entire country. And you helped make it so. Your arrival at this moment is an inspiration. Our auditorium today is full of your fans, and trust me, this won't be the last time you hear a round of applause because of something extraordinary that you've done. Take this moment of joy as an antidote to the challenges of life. Each one of us knows what it's like to feel alone in the silence of doubt, when we need to hear the sound of encouragement. I see each of you in the future, remembering to support those among us who need to be lifted up by the power of your kind words, and perhaps at a moment when you least feel you have this to give. Let today serve as a reminder of how we have the power to summon our collective strength to raise everyone higher. You will act on the impulse to enrich the lives of those around you. Be an agent for positive change. We need you to make this world better. Take pride in your lifelong journey of lifting, for when we reach out to others, our hearts become stronger by becoming more open and compassionate. As much as we might want everything to work out perfectly, there will be times when an obstacle blocks our path. Something will obstruct your progress towards an important goal. It's part of life. You've experienced this situation before. Remember, you overcame the challenges of learning remotely at UCLA during your final quarter. And who saw that coming, along with the global pandemic? You persisted when facing the distractions of home life and choppy internet connections for your Zoom classroom. The tenacity you showed during these circumstances makes me confident in your ability to persevere, no matter what happens. You will be able to step back if you need to and reflect on your values. You'll consider why you persisted and why you are here with us today. And this knowledge and these skills you developed at UCLA will empower you to soar in the months and the years ahead. You will create something new, and there will be positive change and hope. I'm confident of that. I ask you to lead the transformation that our world needs by becoming mentors. Mentorship is a generosity of spirit that brings everyone forward, both those who receive it and those who offer it to others. Be the mentor we need in our community. We give ourselves a precious reward when providing advice and support as valued mentors. It feels wonderful to do so. Never be shy about turning to someone who has gone ahead and made it back, someone who can tell you what might be just beyond the horizon, because even mentors need mentors. I'm grateful for all the professors, advisors, staff, faculty, family, and friends who brought each of us here today. Let's just pause for a moment and thank those people, both the ones who are here with us today and those who are not. Let us revel in joy and gratitude. After leaving UCLA, look for the people in your life who help to make you a better version of yourself. Surround yourself with the people who persuade you not to linger in self-doubt. The mentors, colleagues, and friends you seek in the years to come will help you remember who you are and inspire you to be who you want to be. This moment we share right now fulfills your hours of sacrifice when it would have been easier not to push yourself so hard. It is the evidence that you have completed the most difficult courses you needed to take, and in the end, nothing defeated you. You belong at UCLA, and you make UCLA an acclaimed institution because of your strength, your voice, your intelligence, and your determination to succeed. Once this day is past, I ask you to imagine it every now and then. Savor this moment, the stage, the seat you're in, the beautiful people with us today in body and spirit, the people who love you. Please carry this moment with you and touch on it in your mind and in your heart when you need it the most. Give yourself the chance to live in this moment again. Today is a life story highlight, and I ask each of you to share your personal narrative with those who need to hear from you. Practice a genuine compassion for yourself, and at the same time, extend that compassion to others. Know that those who offer the most are sometimes misunderstood because the gifts they bear defy the odds. Know that whatever you're doing, wherever you are, the people around you will be inspired by you to grow and to change, and they will recognize you because of who you are and all that you've gained from your experience as a Bruin. Every day ahead of you might not be perfect. However, enough of them will be as perfect as they need to be because each one comes with the promise of a tomorrow. And I'm confident that you will make our tomorrow remarkable. I celebrate with great joy the opportunity to share this moment with you. And so, class of 2020, congratulations and go Bruins. Now, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Amanda Mcelveen, a double Bruin who received her Master of Social Science during the pandemic. Please welcome Amanda.
As I finished my classes online, I'm positive the majority of my presentations on Zoom were interrupted by my pandemic pet. So if y'all could just make some cat noises once in a while, or maybe come up here and like knock my speech down, I think that would probably help me be a little less nervous. Thank you. None of us could have dreamt when we applied to our programs that our world would be dramatically and irrevocably changed. As I worked on my application materials pre-pandemic, I reflected on the experiences that led me to consider this new path I was about to embark upon. In conversations with colleagues and friends, I received thoughtful feedback on the direction I wanted my life to go and how my program felt like the natural next step. But where I am today wasn't the most natural path for me. I come from a lower income family, and I'm the first member of my family to go to college. Thank you. I also knew I would be an older student by comparison, and I later learned I was the oldest in my program. I just kept thinking, how does an autistic punk rock kid from the middle of nowhere end up applying to a master's program at UCLA? I really struggled with high school and was trying to become a double Bruin in addition to being a long-term staff member. Younger me wouldn't believe where I am now. So fast forward, all of California goes into shutdown. The opening dates moved and moved again, and we tried to adjust and become comfortable with Zoom and leading our lives remotely. I made peace with the year ending the way it did, but the reality is, my cohort and I missed an important aspect of our education, being together as we finished our program. Our time in school was completely unlike any class before us, but I think this actually gives us an advantage. We learned how to be patient and kind with our professors, some of whom were less than tech savvy. We gave them grace to figure out virtual learning. We learned how to come together as a cohesive team. We created big projects for which we had to be really creative in the sources we found. We learned about and related with each other's struggles, but also found time to laugh and find hope together, all while being physically distant, sometimes from across the planet. These are unique to our experience. We all worked our tails off during the pandemic, while far too many lost their lives, their loved ones, and many their livelihoods. Though it feels wrong to celebrate, it would be more wrong to not acknowledge what we've lived through and accomplished despite the challenges. While our hearts ache, we must also feel pride in our perseverance. Pride in the fact that as the world changed around us, we focused on learning and becoming hopefully better versions of ourselves. And we must take pride that we were able to do hard things, all while living through one of the most difficult times to face many generations before us. So though it may feel wrong to celebrate with you all, especially with everything still so nebulous, we must. For our community members who lost their battles, we must. This is a time to be proud. Proud of how hard we worked, proud of the positive changes we will make as we take what we've learned and move forward. Proud of our Bruin family. Wear that pride like the badge of honor it truly is. We are the pandemic graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. When you became Bruins, one of your rites of passage was to uphold our true Bruin values of respect, accountability, integrity, service, and excellence. As alumni, you are Bruins for life, and you remain an important part of our extended community. I now want to share with you UCLA's Principles of Community, which are published with our mission statement. I will read several of these principles to you, and then I will ask you to make a pledge with me to uphold them as you join other communities around us. I quote, "We believe that diversity is critical to maintaining excellence in all of our endeavors. We seek to foster open-mindedness, understanding, compassion, and inclusiveness among individuals and groups. We are committed to ensuring freedom of expression and dialogue in a respectful and civil manner on the spectrum of views held by our varied and diverse campus communities. We acknowledge that modern societies carry historical and divisive biases, and we seek to promote awareness and understanding through education and research, and to mediate and resolve conflicts that arise from these biases in our communities. Silently, please join me in this pledge. We will commit together to uphold these principles of community in Westwood and in our communities beyond." Thank you. And now we get to recognize each of our graduates here with us today. Would the first row of graduates please stand and begin your approach to the stage? Graduates, we recognize you today for your individual achievements, and we present you as UCLA graduates to your family and friends. Our master's degree recipients will be followed by our bachelor's degree recipients. The graduates will cross our stage and pause for a photo. Please leave your mask on the entire time you are on stage. If you've not had your photograph taken outside on the terrace, you will then exit the building and you can remove your mask for that photo. May your recognition of your accomplishments commence.
Patrick Connor Kimball. Vaishnavi Ravindran. Shivan Dalmia. Samatha Arun. Amanda Katerina Torino. Valeria Ortiz. Doje Imani Rice. Jaime Andrew Reyna. Melissa Marcia Franchikovich. Cassandra Donna Shaliga. Taylor Love Keliakovo. Owen Warner. Kimia Kohandal Shirazi. Sahand Fardi. Francesca Bonaudo. Jose Marie Luis Arambulo. Gregory Jonathan Tom. Wantine Phoebe Sue. Victoria Isabel Vasquez. Tatiana Velasquez. Kimberly Adriana Oka. Colleen Ann Healy. Ava Caroline Weber. Cassandra Shakira Ortiz. Stephanie Shidosh. Sarai Jocelyn Garza. April Acuna. Nicholas Patrick Neal. Shadi Kevoni. Mata Marifat. Patricia Cuarenta. Cynthia Chin Tso. Luis Daniel Zapata. Francis Marie Sanchez. Kylie Allison Rhodes. Malcolm Jinmon Au. Mitchell Allen Miller. Shelby Natalia Pettiford. Alma Rosa Ortiz. Leanne Keitang Wong. Krista Leigh Hightower. Jonathan Shee. Bharat Pradeep. Natalie Rachel Maxwell. Sydney Ng. Kimberly Christina Call Garcia. Abigail Edwards. Andy Scott Lechuga. Nicole Stephanie Morales. Karina Isabel Cervantes. Anjali Gulati. Maria Guadalupe Bello Carrillo. Jessica Osanyi Peju. Lawrence Lee.
Thank you all, and congratulations to our graduates. In the spring of 2020, the Chancellor conferred your degrees, and at this time, I want to revisit that moment with an acknowledgement of his words. More than anything, the Chancellor hoped that your experience at UCLA has opened up some windows on the world for you and leaves you yearning to know more. Your experience at UCLA is just the beginning of a life of continuing discovery, and the skills you've acquired here, in and outside the classroom, will serve you well in this rapidly changing world. When we gathered here today, perhaps your tassel was on the left, which is correct. If it isn't, please take this opportunity to turn your tassel while we listen to UCLA's alma mater, Hail to the Hills of Westwood. We are so very proud of you, class of 2020. Graduates, please stand and be acknowledged by your family and friends. You are so loved. Please be seated. And guests, please remember that you must remain seated until the graduates have exited Royce Hall. Family and friends, we are so grateful that you joined us today and that you have played such important roles in the success of our graduates. I will leave you with the words of John Wooden. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. Congratulations, and go Bruins.